On today's show, we delve into what I think is going to be my favourite topic we've ever done on Golf is Ruining My Life. Weirdest places you've taken your golf clubs.
Also, I've played golf and a weird thing's happened to me. I played really well. I think I've got a mini breakthrough for you. Stand by for that.
It's Thursday. It's getting colder. It's the 9th of October. God, did that rhyme? The golf boys are here. Golf is ruining my life in your ear. Yes!
Oh, God. There's something about rhyming that just gives me the slight ick.
God.
Can that go on my ick list? Poetry?
It's so icky. It's the most icky thing. I didn't mean to do it. I just accidentally did it. And I thought, do you know what, Tom?
Yeah.
Let's riff this.
Just keep it in, mate. Keep it in. Keep everything in. We have to keep everything in today because, not that we ever edit this rubbish, but we are recording this on Thursday morning.
Wow, yes.
Because of various boring logistics, and this episode's going out later on this morning, so this is as live. So don't be rubbish, Tom. I'm talking to myself.
Tom. When has it ever not been as live? This is just sort of pull back the Emperor's curtain, not saying. There is.
God.
Sorry,
I had a doctor do that once.
Yeah,
it was
awful. There's never any edits in this show. The show is the show. I've just woken up from a golf fever dream.
Oh, wow.
I have just woken up.
What was... Are you about to tell us your dreams to start the show? Because that is bold.
No, I know. I'm very conscious that dream chat is some of the worst possible chat.
The worst?
Yeah.
This is literally the worst
It's the worst chat.
Yeah.
But when you've just had a dream that you played in the Ryder Cup in Team America with Bryson DeChambeau, and he thought you were a pro golfer, but you played like you do, and he just kept getting angry at you. Can you imagine how stressful it is? Well, that's what I've just woken up from. I feel...
And in many ways, Bryson is like your dad.
He is like my dad.
There you go.
Both have never said they love me.
Fault. There it is. God. Okay, we've unlocked that.
Freud, isn't it?
I would like to start the show. It's Freud. I'd like to start the show by saying in a few minutes' time we're going to do Email Corner, because of course that's what we do every Thursday. I'd also like to say that... And honesty is the name of the game here at Golf is Ruining My Life Towers. Yeah. You don't get this on other podcasts where Lineker jumps on and goes, I'm not really that into football at the moment. But if I'm honest, I've had and don't worry, there's a happy ending to this. I've had a very cold week towards golf. Maybe post-Ryder Cup, I've just felt a bit golfed out. All right? And we have to be honest, that does happen every now and again. I've not played for a couple of weeks. And I had 9 holes with my mates in Wednesday morning, right? And I don't know if you ever get this, Tom. Do you ever get this where you've got golf coming up and you're getting ready to go out to golf? And it's an unbelievably alien thought, but it does happen. And you think, CBA, mate, can't be bottomed. I just can't be. I just don't want to. I can't be bothered.
Okay. Yes, rarely, but I'm also, I will admit, and this is bad, if I ever get to that point, I am one to bail. I am one to bail and just go. If I can't be bothered, I'm not going to do it. I mean, if I've got other people that I'm playing with and it's a bit of a thing and whatever, then obviously I'll go. But like, if it's like a casual thing with a few mates at the golf club and they're all members, if I can't be bothered, I'm just going to be like, no. But you went. You did.
But I really had those strong feelings. Like going to the gym or something. I was like, I just. And this is the interesting thing about golf. When it's in your head, pounding away, you're like, yeah, golf. But as soon as it drifts off, you just, it does remind me of when I used to smoke back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
When you're not smoking, you just don't think about it. It is like an addiction. So I go up and I'm very like, yeah, cool. I hit a few balls in the net and I have this one sparkle of a thought. And I'd like to credit this thought to someone I've been watching on Instagram. He's called Tom Green.
Yeah, hello.
He's just brilliant.
Hello.
He talks about his dreams.
Yeah, fast backswing. It's all good.
Exactly.
Lightning, that guy.
No, he's called Franklin Richards. He's on Instagram as Brit Golf Dad, and I don't know if you've seen him, Tom.
No, never heard of him.
But he looks like a sort of 1980s chat show host, and he's just got the most Ben Hogan, relaxed, non-muscly swing I've ever seen. Right? It's just all about the movement. And I was in the net, and I thought, yeah, I can do that. I know I do that well, and light grip. Turn the body. You're not trying to hit that ball too hard. Yeah. And I hit a couple of balls in the net, and I had this sparkle of a thought, which was, I do always hit the ball well in the net, and I very rarely take that onto the course because by the time I get on the course, I have tension, and I'm trying to, and I feel my muscles tensing as I'm pulling back the club because I feel like I've got to hit the ball, and that slips into your game. So I parked that because it was 2 weeks off from golf, no pressure, and I played some of the best golf I've played in months. I was like 1 under for several holes.
Wow.
It was insane. Yeah. No, it was like par. Mad.
I think this happens though after a break, doesn't it? I think we get to the point where we all, I don't know, like it's funny you said everything you just said, because I'm in the exact same position. I feel the exact same. So I don't know whether there's something in the air or not, or we are just feeling that post Ryder Cup slump. So the interesting point is how do you feel now? That's what I want to know.
Oh, I just want to plug. Okay. So yesterday evening, I'm at work and I'm on IEG trying to work out if I can play on the weekend, and suddenly it's back.
Bang, done. It's okay, fine.
Oh my God, because suddenly I'm like, oh, I've got this new, and I think a lot of this madness comes down to, there are hundreds and thousands of thoughts that you will have about your swing and about how to play. And throughout your life, you will just constantly go, this is it. This is the tent pole. This is the one. This is the thought, the moment, the thing that is unlocking the game. And the truth of the matter is that a few of those is what you need. But you always think you found the one. And I'm in classic. I'm in that classic space where
I've got it. I know the thing. I've unlocked it. I know what I'm doing now.
But I do think there's a lot in this. I think I've spent a lot of this summer and a lot of time, maybe it's because I'm getting older and I feel like I want to prove that I can still hit the ball as far, which is mad because I'm not that old and I don't, like, I'm physically better than I've ever been. Yeah, but I feel like I've been trying to hit the ball too hard and trying to, just really drive it and use all my body. And then suddenly to take all that away and just do a movement, turn over there, turn back through here. That's it. And a bit of rigidity as you make contact with the ball, just a little bit.
Yeah.
And I would call it rigidity. I wouldn't call it tension and sort of force. I'd call it just rigidity. And I couldn't believe I hit this 5-iron in on the third that went 185, 190 yards, and it just went like a rope boing straight at the pin, and it was unreal.
Yeah. I think I want to go back to what you said earlier about the Ryder Cup and post Ryder Cup and post summer, because I think there's something really true in that. I don't know if you've had this. We'll all have had this because we're the golfers in everyone's lives, right?
Yeah.
I'm bored of talking about the Ryder Cup. And I know we've really moved on now. It's been a few weeks. But, I've had so many people come up to me to talk about the Ryder Cup. And after doing a daily podcast with you guys about it, and, if I'm honest, not really wanting to dive into the minutiae of, this is an example of America, and this is in politics. I'm just I just don't want to do that. I don't want my sport, which I really, really enjoy, to become a petri dish to talk about, geopolitics. I'm just I don't care about that. So much so that
Did you hear what Kevin Peterson was saying? Kevin Peterson,
the cricketer.
Former England cricketer, was saying, the eye saying they should have it every year.
Oh,
every year.
I mean, obviously, that'd be amazing. I'd absolutely love that. Yes, do have it every year. Kevin Peterson, I do agree with that, because more professional golf is good. But I think I'm golf sad after what happened 2 Fridays ago, or last Friday, or last Thursday.
Yes. Okay, come on.
When we spoke on the show about me going to play Preston Golf Club, and I went, and I just had a torrid time of it. I scored. Yes. I mean, I scored the worst score of my year, which is pretty impressive, really.
Yeah, are we in the night? We're not past 100.
No,
we've broken
we're not past 100. Good goodness me, we're not far off. Yeah. So I just had a really torrid time of it, and I've done that thing where I've been before, and I think everyone gets this. Now, Tom and I are surrounded by so many golf people who are both professional and amateurs who love the game. You see this happen all the time, where people just go away from it for a couple of weeks or maybe a month and a bit because they're like, oh, I'm done. I just had this thing of I've moved diary stuff like you wouldn't believe to get to Preston I ended up playing on Wednesday. I bent the earth to make this happen.
Yes.
To play golf. To then spend 4 hours and have the worst round of your year.
Why was it so bad? What happened?
I don't know. I just couldn't. It was one of those where I don't travel well, is what I've learned. I get really good on one golf course, and then I know I'm just super comfortable. Yes. As soon as I feel uncomfortable, it goes. I think that's my problem. I'm a good golfer when I feel comfortable. As soon as I don't feel comfortable, I don't know what I'm doing. And I found myself 10 over after 9, which in my place
It's
is
okay.
okay.
That's retrievable.
Totally. It's totally retrievable. Like, if I'd had that at Porter's Park, I'd be like, this is fine. I've been here before.
I can par a load of holes.
Yeah. I'll end up like
the par train is just around the corner.
2 over, 1 over on the back 9. I actually weirdly would then shoot my handicap at the golf course. It's fine. And I was just a bit beaten. And then I just totally gave up. And I was just like, I just don't care.
Yeah.
I just don't care. I don't care. And
yeah, I would say that your descent, and I've seen this happen to you before, once you get to a certain point, because once I get to a certain point, I weirdly can play better because I feel like I concentrate on the game more,
right,
rather than thinking about my score. And I can sometimes end up, if I'm, say, 15, 16 over, and I'm just like, ugh, and I've still got 5 holes to play, suddenly I'll put a par run together.
Yeah.
Whereas I've seen you do this because you just go, this is proven I am terrible, therefore I'm terrible, and you just give up. And I've seen that, and that's annoying. That's happened to you at your home course.
Yes, that. What you just said there is exactly my problem. I have a mindset issue. I don't have a game issue. I have a mindset issue of going, oh, I can't be bothered. And also, what I don't want to do, what I try not to do, this is why this happened on Thursday or Wednesday, whatever it was. I didn't want to keep trying really hard and keep failing and then have an awful day of it. So I was like, if I just let go and enjoy it a little bit, at least I could then walk away and go, well, at least I had fun. Whereas the score was so bad that
God, you couldn't even do that.
No. Oh, God, no. I ended up being like, that was bad. This was bad. And this was nothing on the golf club. The golf club was great.
Yeah.
It was lovely. It was nice to be back there. But I walked away with the whole, why do I do it? And I haven't played since then.
Why do I do this? Oh, God, really?
No, I haven't done it. I haven't played.
You need a recovery round.
Yeah.
Oh, those are such killers, those rounds when you just... everything goes. I think this is what I had a couple of weeks ago as well. I didn't play that badly necessarily, but yeah. Oh God, that's interesting. So when's your next round in? When are you playing soon? And do you find yourself sort of resisting because there is, as you said, you've bent the earth to get to Preston.
Yeah.
And when you do that, diary manipulation,
I miss Taylor Swift in real life. Taylor Swift IRL.
Oh God, I know.
I could have seen Taylor Swift in the flesh. An artist I love.
So to explain, Taylor Swift came into our radio studios and the security was absolutely bananas, right? Absolutely insane. Honestly, it was top secret. A few of us found out. Tom was in Preston playing golf. And if there's a whole bunch of studios in this area, and unless you had a show on, you could not get into that area. Even though we're DJs at those stations and we've got passes, they wouldn't, and rightly, fair enough, they wouldn't have let us in. Tom has a studio and would have been doing a show in on the walk that she took. You would have seen her walk right past your studio, and you were in Preston being bad at golf.
I was in Preston being bad at golf. And I just thought, what on earth am I doing? What on earth is going on? And then you come to resent it a bit, and I'm just like, oh, I can't be arsed, man.
Oh, you do?
I can't be arsed, bro.
Yeah. CBA, man. CBA. There you go.
Man.
It happens. But you know what will bring you back to golf, don't you? You know what will bring you back.
A good round at my place where I enjoy it.
Cheeky little 9 holes, right? Cheeky little 9 holes.
Yeah.
And one good shot. And you'll go, oh, I didn't really put much effort into that shot. My body just did it.
Yeah.
And I liked that. And that's it. You're in.
Yeah. I think when you get to the point in golf where every now and again you get a glimmer of 18 holes where you actually can go, do you know what? I want to do a little fade there. I'll then hit one up there. Yeah. And it all just becomes simple. You unlock the sport how it should be played. Do you know what I mean? Like you get a glimmer of this. I think when you get down to 10, something like that, you get a point where you go every now and again, especially like for me, like it's only happened a handful of times. You play around a golf where you can call the shot and you can hit it and it feels amazing, right? To then go from that to then not be able to get the ball off the ground.
What was happening? Why?
I was just all over the place. It was also really weird to go from playing Porter's Park, which is so dry and hard, to go to a northern golf club where there'd been a bit of wet and it was quite slappy. Not in a bad way, in a way. I mean, it wasn't the course's fault I played bad at all. It's just a really different condition to play where you can hit down at the ball.
You've become a southern softie, haven't you? That's what's happened here. Softie. You've become a southern softie. I knew it was going to happen. And
then halfway hut, they used to have pork pies, and now there's just a vending machine.
Oh God. Oh, I felt
There
that.
used to be pork pies.
Don't stop it. Vending machines. It just makes it feel like a leisure centre, doesn't it? Like some horrible dusty corner of a leisure centre. I've said this before. I'll say it again, guys. If you cannot put someone in a halfway hut, do an honesty situation, because the amount of money you will lose from thieving people is negligible compared to how much you will gain by having the thing there in the first place. Put it there. Who cares if they nick 50 Kit Kats?
Yeah.
Just have a table. It's so classy. It's so cool. And 9 out of 10 golfers are going to write their name and go 2 Kit Kats. And they might take 3, but they're bad people.
Yeah, totally.
Just do it,
totally.
Please. Oh, Tom,
totally.
so sorry.
Totally. So yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm golf sad. Yeah. I am golf sad. But then it's quite cathartic to know that you've been there as well, and it feels like I'm not the only person. Yeah. It's that time of year. It's okay.
Yeah. It's okay to be golf sad. And can I just say, before we go to products, and we got emails on the way, I've had another thought about that thing about how hitting the ball lightly, softly, being gentle with your swing. Picture this. Whenever you get a golf ball and you throw it gently on the concrete in the car park, the ball flies. We're all trying to hit the ball at 1,000 miles an hour. And yet just getting the right part of the club face to the ball is all you need to do. The ball will absolutely fly with very basic speed. Yes. And we're all swatting at flies when we swing. If you take it back to this gentle movement where the club will just meet the ball, my God in heaven, you'll realise how much simpler it can be. That was my revelation. There you go.
Products. Right, welcome back to Golf is Ruining My Life. We are very excited because we've got someone coming on board for Email Corner in November. So we got a little bit of cold October, but listen, don't stop sending your emails because of that, because of the hashtag backlog, God knows when we're going to get to the updated emails anyway. So do just keep them coming in. Tom's at golfisruiningmylife.co.uk. Yeah,
if you're sending your emails in late August this year, you're probably not going to win anything, which is just bad luck that you've sort of landed between our bond deals. But we've got a very exciting person who's going to be joining us, and we're going to be working with very soon. So let's crack on, Tom. I'm going to go first. Michael Ellis. I've been playing golf for years, badly. Oh, I don't know what that's like. I've spent countless hours on the range, trawled endless YouTube clips and tips, and I've handed over good money to pros who told me everything from you're swaying to swinging it like Rory. None of it stuck. Then I try this stack and tilt thing. Wait forward, turn, hit, and suddenly I'm flushing it. So that is the proper kind of, how do you describe stack and tilt? That is the real, like, I'm doing it in noises. Does that help?
Yeah. So you sort of you drop down onto the ball is what I think of when I hear that.
Yeah, and I think most physios don't want anyone over the age of 40 doing that. But not unless you want. The strike feels pure. The ball flies properly, and for the first time, golf feels simple. It's like the noise has been turned down. I can actually see progress, and I'm buzzing to get back out every round. Oh, Michael, that is a dangerous place. Here's the problem. The more I watch the pros, the more it looks like they've all been secretly doing this the whole time, which makes me wonder, has the golf industry been pulling off the longest con, distracting us with endless swing tips while guarding the real cheat code like it's some sort of magician's trick they never wanted to reveal? Fair play. Here's one for you, Tom. You've mentioned before about keeping your back foot planted. This is a Tom Green.
Oh, yeah.
But are you actually putting any weight on it? Are you involved in this conspiracy? Also, you have 3 women listeners. At least my partner Emma listens with me twice a week. She loves you guys. That's
Emma,
nice.
Thank you.
Hi, Emma.
Can you imagine?
Emma.
If I don't know whether Emma plays golf or not, but I know we get a handful of listeners who are like. It's like when you go to a gig. There's always the dads there who don't want to be there, right? We have the dads of this, which are being forced to listen. Can you imagine that last 15 minutes of just listening to 2 blokes whinge about a sport? They must go, why do you even bother? Yeah. And I go, yes.
It reminds me of the time I went on a mini break with my wife, Beth, and I listened to the Second World War podcast, We Have Ways of Making You Talk, with comedian Al Murray and James Holland. Okay. And for a full hour and a half of our drive down to the West Country, she had to listen to a special episode about tanks. The fury. I didn't realise. After an hour and a half, I looked at her and I was like, you're right. She went, I can't. Why are you making me listen?
Yeah, that is torture. That is a special level of torture you've put your wife through there.
So Mike, I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. What do you think, Tombo?
I think there's loads of stuff with this, though, isn't there? There's loads of little techniques that when you when you unlock it, you then see the pros do it, or there's a feeling. And there's loads of these. I think we all have them as we go through our golfing career. There's bits that you unlock and go, why did no one explain that? The one that I always say to new golfers is the don't hit up on the ball, just put the ball into the ground. And then lo and behold, it starts working. And that is a light bulb moment. I think there's loads of it. I think it's just one of those light bulb moments that you have and you go, oh, that's
I think
why.
It's just... Yeah. Yeah. It's worked for you, Mike. That's the thing. As soon as something works for you, you think, oh, this has to work for everyone. But that's the whole point of this mess, is that golf swings like a fingerprint. It's entirely unique. So different golf swings need different things. And it obviously has worked massively for you, but that doesn't mean it works for everyone.
No, but you say that on golf swings are unique. And of course they are ridiculously unique. However, I watched a really good in-depth video about Scotty Scheffler's swing. And his weird movements and his weird foot movements, right? And everyone goes, Scotty Scheffler, swing, look at him, swing your swing. And then I watched an in-depth analysis of it, and they were like, this is probably the most perfect golf swing you could have. There's nothing bad about it. It's not like quirky. He said everything from the feet up is exactly where you'd want your hands to be. On plane, neutral. They were just like, it's perfect. So yes, swing your swing, definitely. However, I think there is a correct way of doing it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. All right, thank you very much, Mike. Do you want to do the next one?
Yeah.
Tombo?
Now I'm gonna go off email here to someone who, and this is quite unique, who WhatsApped me a story. But Tom, I think you're gonna love the story.
Oh, bring it.
This is a listener of the show who has managed to get my WhatsApp. Don't worry about it. It's quite confusing.
Weird.
Yeah, it's a bit weird.
It's because you've been handing them out to listen.
Yeah, text me, please. Are you ready?
Yep.
Myself and the lads had a little trip down to Surrey for Hindhead and St George's Hill double header, which was absolutely incredible. But the story starts on the trip back up to Preston. It's a Preston listener, right?
Okay.
We get to Watford to find our train is delayed, so we head into a pub, grab some dinner, enjoy a few beers. The delay turns from 10 minutes to 2 hours, but eventually we get on the last train up north and settle down for the journey. What should have been a 2.5-hour trip turns into 4.5 hours as we get delayed at every station between London and Preston. Beers continue to flow on the train, and we get back to Preston at around 2 a.m. 3 of us head straight to the taxi rank to get home to bed, but one of the lads, now slurring his words, disappears to the toilets as we get our rides home. Next morning, we pile into the group chat to talk about the fantastic trip we've had, but all day the lad who disappeared doesn't reply. He was off work, so we assumed a huge lie-in and didn't think anything of it. That night, we receive a message from his wife's phone saying it's him. He ended up heading to Preston for a night out with his golf clubs and all his overnight gear. He can't remember anything after that, and he's now at home having lost almost everything he had. Phone, clubs, overnight bag, car keys, golf watch, nightmare.
Oh my God.
This is where
is it all...
Go on, Tom.
Is it all gone?
All gone. And he doesn't remember where it went. This is where it gets mad. We tell him to check his online banking to see what bars he was in so he could head back to Preston and hopefully track down all of his stuff. In the meantime, he's given a quote of £1,000 to get back into his locked car, which added to the value of the missing golf gear totals the losses at £4,000. He first heads to Preston Station, and luckily his overnight bag is in lost property. He must have left it on the train, but no sign of his golf clubs or car keys, watch, and phone. He heads into the bar he was at the night before and speaks to a bouncer who remembers him and says he arrived at the club with his golf clubs.
Hang on, this has to be a separate thread now. Weirdest place you've been with your golf clubs.
Weirdest place.
I think nightclub wins that hand.
Can you imagine trying to check in your 7-iron to a ridiculous?
Look after those, yeah? They're my ones.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right, ladies. Form a cue.
He arrived with his clubs, left them with the bouncer. The bouncer got them.
That's amazing.
Enjoyed a few drinks before leaving back into town with his clubs on his back. So he'd been to a nightclub, checked his clubs in, left the club with the golf clubs. So no luck there.
He doesn't remember any of this.
His phone had last pinged on the Find My Friends app at a shopping centre near the train station. So he decides to call security to see if they have anything. His luck is in. They have it all. Clubs, car keys, golf watch, phone. Nothing missing. The head of security laughs as he tells him they watched him live on CCTV at 2 a.m. stumbling into town with his golf clubs, and they had a chuckle to themselves and thought nothing of it. Not often they see someone that late for a round of golf. Fast forward 2 hours and they see another man walking around with golf clubs. But it's not our mate. It's a local homeless man racing off with our mate's stuff. God. He's walking up the street with his golf cap on, golf clubs on his back, and trying to get into his phone.
This is unbelievable.
Security decided...
This is a movie.
It's unbelievable. Security decided to go down and confront him, take it all into their office and wait for a panicked call off the owner. Talk about being lucky. Turns out the night before our mate got the last train home, managed to blag a free taxi from the station to get to his house, and crashed out in bed to wake up to this nightmare. We'd love to say he'll learn his lesson, but I've watched him slice balls 300 yards into the trees every week for the last year, so we're not hopeful.
That is unbelievable.
Good, isn't it?
I also like the idea of the tramp, the homeless guy being, being accosted by the security guards and going, no, I play golf.
I'm off to Barry. We've never seen you leave Preston City Centre. It's an unbelievable story, and it does really lead us to what is an epic question of the weirdest places you've ever taken your golf clubs, because I simply love that as a little email topic for us. The toms@golfisruiningmylife.co.uk. This is rife in central London. I once went to I met my uncle at a very, because he was on a work dinner, I met him at a very posh fish restaurant in Mayfair where he had brought a full set of golf clubs that were his old ones to give to me. So I went into Scott's Mayfair, at which point he handed me an old set of Titleist AP2s across the table, across his salmon fillet, and said, off you go.
Where do I? I'd have asked for a separate seat. Sorry, can I have a chair for the clubs? Right, that's excellent. Have we got time for one more?
I think we probably do.
Okay, I'll do one more. Ewan has been on. Hi, Tom and Tom. Love the podcast. I've been on a journey to break 100 and have been on the brink. My PB's 102. Last week, I went on a golf trip to St. Melian in Cornwall. Oh, I hear wonderful things. Yeah, I was rattled by their Nicholas course, shooting 112 on day one. Didn't even log a score on day two. And day three, I was pretty proud to make 106.
Huge.
Last night was my first round back at my home course. Smashed my best score, 91.
Yeah, there's the comfort of home. Yeah, the green grass of home, baby.
Yeah, boy. There you go. Yeah. Mate, Tom, after your trip to Preston, you're going to shoot 6 under at Portsmouth Park.
No, can you imagine? That would get me back.
I believe the new strategy for golfers... new golfers on the brink of breaking 100. This is a new strategy. Play some difficult courses, which then make everything else easy. Also, shout out to the Rotella recommendation. It's definitely improved my mindset and putting. How do you feel after playing a tough track and then heading back to familiar surroundings? Keep up the good work. Thank you, Ewan.
I think I'll let you know, actually. Thank you. I'll let you know how that goes. I think there's something so in that. Yeah. Whenever I've played a really tough... Woburn, for example, playing anything after playing Woburn feels like a walk in the park. So I actually really understand that. It's the comfort.
So what you're saying is, if you're struggling to get your score, go and play a hard course.
Yes, go and spend the money and then come back to where you know. Because there's something so nice about standing on tee boxes of your own place and knowing I just have to go in that direction and I'm going to be safe. Remove all that anxiety of playing somewhere new and be like, where should I go? What's the best line in? Just remove it all.
Yeah. Just get back. It's comfort, innit? It's your comfortable armchair with the bit in the cushion where your bottom just fits perfectly. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that at all. I don't. By the way, Tom.
Talking about being uncomfortable away from your home course, right? This is what I'm a very cozy person. I like being cozy, right? I can only be good when I'm cozy. When I do the radio show, I have all the lights off, I have it all dark in there. That's how I like to be. I'm a little hermit boy.
Yeah.
I genuinely don't know how professional golfers turn up to a new golf course every single week and play their best golf. I just don't know how. That is there's so many amazing skills in golf, right? But that for me is really up there. Turning up to somewhere you've never played really and getting comfortable and being able to shoot the lights out is remarkable.
Whilst being told doubtful things about your mother and your heritage from the crowd.
Yes,
just throw that into the mix.
Well,
yeah, it's unbelievable. The mindset of pro golfers, I think, is the most impressive part of them. Listen, sadly, time has beaten us once again, and we are at the end of today's episode. We'll be back on Monday. Don't forget to give us a like and subscribe. YouTube, my goodness, we had a lovely time on YouTube with the Ryder Cup stuff, didn't we, Thomas? So make sure you go and follow us there.
Yes. Golf is Under My Life on YouTube. And maybe if you're new here and joined us from the Ryder Cup, and because we get these comments all the time, why don't you play some golf online and we'll see what you like? We did. It's online. We went to Scotland this summer. We were on a Scotland tour and played St Andrews. We played the Renaissance course a couple of weeks before the Genesis Scottish Open. We played, what was the other course? I can never remember what it's called. Crail, of course.
Crail.
So if you want to see me and him go head-to-head on YouTube, that is on there right now for your watching pleasure.
There you go. That's it. We're done. Shall we see you next time?
I wonder if I'll have played golf by next time. No, I won't, because we're going to record tomorrow. So no, it'll be more of the same, really, but that's what we all like, isn't it? More of just whinging.
More whinging soon.
Bye.